Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Thompson, and today I will be presenting my Pecha Kucha staff education assignment, which is on preventing foodborne illnesses. What is foodborne illness? It is a sickness as a result of eating or drinking something that is contaminated by either bacteria, viruses, parasites, or chemical hazards as well as physical hazards. It was previously known as food poisoning, but has since changed to foodborne illnesses. The symptoms. It is known as the 24-hour flu. Symptoms develop based on what the cause was, the health of the person, and the amount of food or drink that they have ingested. Symptoms include stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and fever. So, the sector of government and their regulations are the Provincial Public Health Inspectors and the Food Premises Regulation, Ontario Regulation 562. So, what is the role of the Public Health Unit? They enforce both the HPPA, otherwise known as the Health Protection and Promotion Act, and the Food Premises Regulation. They conduct risk assessments, HACCP audits, which is Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point audits, as well as doing checks of the facility to make sure everything's up to code. Causes. There are four causes, which are chemical contaminants, physical, allergens, and microbiological contamination. So, for chemical hazards, chemicals that are normally added to food can cause foodborne illness in excess, contaminants that get into food via cross contamination. Three normal food additives known for this are sulfites, MSG, and tartrazine, also known as FD&C yellow number 5. Physical hazards. When any physical object contaminates food, this can cause foodborne illness. These physical objects can cause small cuts and choking. And to prevent physical hazards contaminating food, use protective shields, remove staples, always have your nails cut low, don't use glasses to scoop ice, and don't chill glasses or any food items in ice that will be used in drinks. These are just a few preventative measures. Allergens. Certain foods can be very hazardous to people with allergies or food sensitivities. Common food allergies are peanuts, shellfish, eggs, milk, etc. In long-term care, it's essential that you follow people's guides on the MDLs because it will list any allergies, and that way you know what to serve and what not to serve to prevent these things from happening, because people may go into anaphylactic shock. Microbiological contamination. This is the most common type of foodborne illness. It can be caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites. So I've taken some pictures from around the kitchen at the home that I'm currently doing my field placement. This is a good measure to prevent spreading bacteria because personal hygiene is a main factor for causing foodborne illness. So it shows you the proper ways and methods to wash your hands. This also shows the correct temperatures, and not pictured is the logs because you want to avoid food from getting into the danger zone to avoid foodborne illnesses. So again, here we have another picture that shows you the danger zone, the temperatures to keep foods hot at and foods cold at to prevent making the residents sick. So what do you do if someone gets sick? So immediately, if you have a foodborne illness outbreak at the home, you want to get into contact with your local health unit immediately, record all the details, the symptoms, and you want to communicate with your staff to let them know that there's an outbreak. So, how to prevent foodborne illnesses? The number one rule is to clean. As long as you're clean, this is a major preventative measure from this because keeping your personal hygiene and your hands washed. Separate. Keep chemicals away from your food. That's why you have a storage room. Ensure food is cooked to the correct temperatures and you defrost your food in the refrigerator. So that's our chill option. So here we have another picture. Do not put anything in the fridge without a date, labeled and covered. So when you take things and you defrost them, you put them at the bottom. When you bring things back into the fridge that's opened, date them, label them. That way people know when they were opened and how long they have left to use. So for our quiz, our first question will be, who do you contact when there is a foodborne illness outbreak? I'll give you some time to think about that one. And number 2, what is the most common cause for foodborne illnesses? Now time for our answers. So the first answer is the local public health unit. That's going to be the first person you contact once you see that a foodborne illness outbreak has occurred. And number 2, the most common cause for foodborne illnesses is microbiological contamination. So I just want to say thank you for attending our staff training presentation.